Welcome to the Phlarpin Podcast. Phlarp stands for Park Hills Live Action Role Players. We are a medieval fantasy-themed LARP group that engages in unscripted combat against each other using padded LARP weapons and a shared combat system. We operate out of Park Hills, Missouri every Sunday from 1 p.m. until 5 p.m. It is our hope here at the Phlarpin Podcast that through the utilization of this platform, we can expand on the ideas and suggestions taken from our players in order to maximize player retention and to expand our player base. The Phlarpin Podcast is made possible by support from our players and listeners like you. If you would like to support us, please visit our Patreon where you can do so for as little as $3 a month. Also, any engagement on our YouTube or Facebook pages is much appreciated, and thank you for listening.
Hi, everybody.
Hey,
What's
guys.
up?
How you doing?
I think it's going to be a good episode today.
Do ya?
Thanks
I think we got everything out of the way before we started this thing.
We did.
I mean, that maybe not everything, but
Thanks for setting the bar really high.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I'm ready. I'm bringing my A
No
game
pressure.
today.
Bar.
All right. Let's start. You got your segment
the
ready?
bar?
You want to start off with that segment? I'm ready
You-
if y'all are.
I don't know.
How
yeah.
about- you want the
Are
joke
you
of the
not
week?
gonna? Are you not gonna say hi? I'm
Oh, yeah. Hi. Hi, I'm your host, Jason Smith, or North.
And I'm Brandon Frazier or Daveen Alwyn.
And I am Chris, or Eric the Red Bloodsucker.
Is that?
Three.
I'm David, also known as Arno.
I'm Skylar.
All right.
That's it.
That's it.
Just seemed
That's
kind
it.
of anticlimactic. Like everyone had like multiple names.
Yeah. And she's like, I'm Skylar.
All right. So you ready for my joke of the week?
No,
I'll
but
prepare
yeah.
one every week. All right.
Okay.
This
Please
one.
be ready, folks.
This is going to be great. Okay. This one is, what do you get when you cross a snowman with a vampire?
A snowman and a vampire?
Yep.
Twilight.
Nope. Anybody else?
Yeah, I'm out of guy.
I mean,
Cold?
A bad case of frostbite.
Okay.
that's it. I'm leaving. I'm exiling myself.
Cool.
Can I do that? Can I
He
like?
was really ready for it
Can I
too.
do
He
my
was like,
Listen, not
That's fair.
everybody can have like the comedic gold standards that I have, okay? I think our listeners will appreciate it.
Okay.
How about this? Your joke has to improve the
Wow.
laughter every time.
I don't know if I can do that. I'll try.
Okay.
I just don't know that it's possible.
I mean, you were talking about setting the bar high, but
Can you just tell a worse joke every time?
Yeah.
bring the bar back down. When it was ready.
Shots? I like the joke.
I thought it was funny.
I mean,
No, I thought it was
It
funny.
was pretty funny.
No, I appreciate that.
Oh, wow.
I'm glad we started with that.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so today is... Moving on. Today is...
March 26th,
Yeah, March 26th.
2023.
So I guess recap.
Sure.
We
Yep.
started with
Yeah.
Costume
a
contest.
costume contest.
No, we started with Last Man.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, yeah, we
start
did.
with last
As a
man,
warm-up.
too.
Right.
You're right. I have a list somewhere of all the winners. I probably should pull that out.
Okay.
So-
He's already.
So
We got
first
this.
place, sorry, we'll go with third place was Ye Futin.
yeah, this was tied for third. There was 2 third place on this, I think, right?
No.
No, cool.
Second place was Argus.
Okay.
And first place was Heston. You are like terrible.
Yeah, I mean,
like terrible.
somebody. Here's the thing, though. Like, if I take that role, no one else has to take it. You know what I mean? So I'm really taking one for the team, if you think about it.
Yeah, true.
Of being terrible.
Yeah.
I thought that was his role.
No, that's literally what you do every
No, he
week. So
doesn't.
I'm trying to fix it for you.
Because I
Thank
thought
you.
that he was the terrible one.
He just needs
No,
to
he
make
just
the
doesn't
hole
do-
bigger.
No. More symmetrical.
And he hasn't done that,
Yes,
so
he
he's
has.
Yes, he has.
See, it's just not symmetrical now.
Yeah, it's not symmetrical.
terrible. So it's terrible.
Well, you know, he tried. That's really what matters, right?
Yeah.
It's an
Yeah.
effort thing.
all that
wait.
matters.
I forgot. We're in 2023.
Yeah.
He needs an award. Speaking of awards, did you make it?
Did I make... Oh, no.
You gonna fill
Okay.
in the rest of the group
So-
here? What's going on?
Yeah. what's
Last
this?
weekend,
Yeah.
or was it last weekend or whatever, was the Oscars.
Okay.
And,
Who cares about the Oscars?
They do.
well, apparently, Brandon Fraser,
Yeah. Brendan Fraser. Say his name right.
he got um,
An Oscar.
an Oscar for,
The Whale, probably.
yeah. He was
Yeah.
like the
Even though the
man of
movie
the year
was
or whatever.
awful. I don't know if anybody else watched that movie. It's rough.
But he
No.
got the Oscar for like actor of the year or something.
Huh.
I'm not saying he did a bad job acting in the movie, but the movie itself was bad.
The
see
presentation was strange because I haven't actually seen it, but what I've seen of it, I know that they tried it was a theater play before, and they kind of stuck to that same formula.
Yeah,
They
it
weren't
was
real
like all
cinematic
in one
with it.
location.
Yeah.
It was kind of, it was all right. But
Kind of a slog to sit through.
yeah, I didn't like watching it. But teach our own.
It's a good thing I didn't watch it. It's a good thing I didn't watch you in that because again,
It was poor.
you sucked on two different.
No, he
levels.
did a good part. Just the movie was bad.
Yeah. If you really, first off, I'm not Brendan Fraser. Okay, I'm Brandon Fraser. There's a difference. Okay. Secondly, I told you did a good job.
The
I
difference
mean, I'm
isn't.
just saying, like, we can't help it. You don't know how to spell your name. Anyway, but we had costume contest next.
Yeah, we did.
That's
That's
where
the
we
one-
had the tie.
yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
there you go.
That's the one where we had the 2 third place.
Okay, so we had a tie for third place, and that was Joseph and Terex.
Yeah. And speaking of, I would like to talk about this actually a little bit because
Okay.
although all the costumes were cool, and they were, all
Yes.
of them were really great, I really feel like Joseph's and Terex was slept on today because Terex literally brought tusks for his orc, which I thought was really cool. That's the first pair of tusks I've ever seen any orc at LARP wear ever. That was cool.
Yeah.
Joseph, he has really cool gear. It's just like, it's like historically accurate. So like he was telling me today, he walked up to me, he was telling me about how his sword that he got, it weighs like 8 pounds, which he said he wasn't a big fan of because historically long swords weigh anywhere from like 2.4 to 4.4 pounds. I didn't know any of that information. I was just like, that's really cool. And so I hope that players continue to like bring stuff and like tell us this information that I
Yeah.
would have known that. That's
Yeah.
awesome. But anyway, yeah, they finished third, Terex and Joseph.
And then second place was Gregor.
Great. And Gregor's costume's cool too.
Yep.
So,
And
Oh, yeah, every time, yeah.
I somehow missed Terex's tusks. I didn't even see that.
yeah, they came up and under and everything. Like it was like a thing that he wore around his neck, but it looked really neat.
Cool.
and first place was Squish. I mean,
She always had a killer costume.
yeah, she's always on it.
She's like super artistic and like just does a good job with her costume. So
Yeah.
Yeah, don't surprise me.
You said something other than
She's
I
kind of the
have
one to
been
beat
saying stuff.
whenever you're like trying to do the costume contest. Try to make your costume better than Squishy's.
yeah, which is like
She's like
nearly
the standard,
impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I actually what was it during the thing? Eric the Red mentioned that she always wins first place. That's not true.
No, you're right.
I won first place last time.
That's true.
What up?
She wasn't in it though.
Wouldn't have mattered. Actually, that's not true. She probably would have beat me. She probably would have beat me. But I'm glad she wasn't in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the only reason
I
you
needed
won.
that one.
Terrible. And then we did a patrol.
Yeah, which I thought went well. What do you
Um,
guys
It's actually
think?
really fun.
I had fun. It was on Facebook Live on our Phlarp
Yeah,
Facebook.
I might have goofed on that a little. I didn't know you were on Facebook Live though, so I apologize for that. I might have goofed on it.
What did you do?
Remember whenever I was laying down, you came messing with me, and I didn't,
Oh,
I didn't even know
yes,
you were recording.
Yes. So
There might have been a subliminal
hand gesture.
hand gesture,
Slipped in there.
but I didn't know he was
I
recording.
know exactly what he's talking about
He
now.
was messing with me. He's like calling me an ugly troll and stuff, man. I didn't know.
You're setting me up.
It hurt my feelings.
It said earlier when I plugged their computer in that we had a comment on a video on Phlarp, so I wonder if that was
Well, yeah, that might be
on
it.
that video.
Yeah, could be.
That troll wasn't very nice.
But the comment, it was actually Rainwalker, so
Oh, okay.
it's all good.
Cool.
So the good thing is we are not kicked off Facebook
Heck yeah.
Yet.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
So-
sure it won't happen.
I doubt it.
And we had how many new people was on that patrol? 3?
Three new people. And we ended up having, at one point I counted, like, there was at least 25 players, between 25 and 30 players, I think. And players, and then there was a bunch of people sitting out too. And we probably had 35 people there today.
Yeah, so that was a drastic swing in the right direction.
But it also was probably like the first weekend where it's like, okay, we have good weather, and I think it's going to continue to be good weather, at least in terms of temperature, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we would have had a fourth. There was a friend that Isaac had from his school show up, but he only had a short
Yeah.
amount of time.
Couldn't
so he
stay
couldn't
very
really,
long.
Yeah.
He came back
Near the end.
near the end.
Yeah, I saw him.
Did he? I didn't see him. So.
Next Sunday it's gonna be 64.
Well, here's the
It's
deal.
sunny.
That's a week from
Yeah,
now.
we wait
That'll
till like
change
later
7
in the
times.
Week. Yeah.
That'll change 7 times. I checked the morning
Okay,
of.
But
my
so
bad. I
far-
was trying to be helpful.
Well, you weren't, Skylar.
Let me open my candy.
Oh, we can hear it.
We can hear it. It's not a Milky Way.
Yeah, it's not a Milky Way.
Sounds like a haichu.
Yeah, it is. Which actually is our code word this week. Haichu.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but make sure you fit it into a conversation.
Is there a specific flavor of haichu?
I mean, my favorite's mango,
Mango.
but the code word is just haichu.
Ooh, love Haichu.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
Kiwi's
You want me
definitely-
to take the next one here?
Yeah.
After the patrol, we played an hour-long scramble, which actually seemed to go pretty well. I think almost the entirety of the player base basically played the entire time.
Mhm.
So, and people were having a good time. And I personally like scramble, especially on weeks that there's 3 new people, because one, it gives them an opportunity to go out and play as much as they want, learn the game, whatever. But also, we get to introduce things we don't play in normal game modes, like random magic items and stuff like that. So, I'm a big fan of scramble.
Yeah, and without the pressure to like really win because there's no winner. A lot of
There
people are
isn't,
just
yeah.
playing for fun, you know.
That's
so
how
it's
everybody
kinda
should
nice.
play for every game. That's almost why I like playing Scramble more so than any game sometimes, because just go out and play and have fun, and no one's trying to cheek hits and whatever. Like, you just go out and play.
Right. No one's worried about whether they're, you know, gonna lose basically. So
Yeah.
they don't fight it at all. You know, they're just like, oh well, I'm dead, whatever.
Legit.
Mhm.
After Scramble, we played Jailbreak. I'm just going to say that myself, Magnus, and Sir Ednick won all 3 of those games, or 2 of those games. Excuse me, I'm trying to pump up my numbers. there was 2 games of Jailbreak. We won both. of
Only
those.
2.
Only 2. Now, in the second jailbreak,
Yeah.
we had a different casting
Oh yeah.
or,
yeah.
or ability.
We brought out Riot,
Oh yeah, we added another rule kind of.
which
Or
I
call.
actually liked.
Oh, I
I
love
think
Riot.
Riot's fun.
And to explain, Riot is in Jailbreak. You're trying to get everybody in the jail except your team. When you kill someone, they go to the jail. You can free someone at the edge of the jail by saying freeing X player, and that brings them out. But they don't have to be your teammate to do that. And then we'd already added the one rule, which was Jailbreak, which frees everybody inside the jail if 3 people do a revolving cast to 10. So like you do, one person starts it and they go casting, you know, Jailbreak 1, the next person will be like Jailbreak 2, Jailbreak 3, so on, till 10, and then you say success and it frees everyone. Well, Riot's what we added today, which was 3 people, it's the same as Jailbreak. 3 any people, even if they're not on the same team, go to the edge and then say Riot all the way to 10. When they say success,
3
the people
people revolving.
do
also.
a revolving cast right at the edge, and then what happens is all 3 of the people within the jail, or not all 3 of the people, all the people in the jail fight in a last man standing, and then whoever wins that fight frees themselves.
It's basically like, who's the toughest person in the jail? Like, who's the who's
Who's the
in
top
charge of the
dog?
prison? You know,
Right.
and that person gets to escape basically.
Right, doing the riot.
It's a fun little thing to add, I think, especially if you like want to switch up the game a little bit, but you don't want to free 20 people.
right.
Like, you're like, we're close to winning, and we want to like a little more fun, but at the same time, I don't want to release everybody, so I'm just gonna make them all fight, and whoever's the best can come out. You know, I don't know. It just adds a little
Yeah.
dimension.
Yeah.
I think that's fun.
After that, we did Pandemic Panic.
Which we haven't done in a while.
Yeah, it's
Which
been
is-
a while.
Basically, zombies
Or brains.
or brains. Those for those that don't know that name, but it's our zombie game.
I love that game mode.
Yeah, I do too. I think
I
it's
think
fun.
it's very fun.
And just as a quick refresher, how it works is you have the heroes that have to survive a certain amount of time. If the zombies kill one of the heroes, then they turn into a zombie. The zombies have infinite reses, and the heroes just have the 1 life. You win as a hero if you last
The timer.
Yeah, the timer. And then you win as a zombie if you're one of the starting zombies, and they get a little kind of special perks until they get a kill. So, but anyway, what were you saying?
I done forgot.
I was just saying, I hope they don't catch me. You know, because they're coming for me. I hear them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fail.
That one went right over my head. I thought you were
Shocker.
still talking about brains.
It took me a minute.
Anyway,
So round one.
Yeah, this is
went
for the
to,
pandemic panic. Yeah.
Raven, Southeast, Eridan,
I love that name. Thanks.
Magnus, and Arno.
For
Yeah.
what game was it?
This was
Pandemic
for
Panic?
pandemic panic.
Oh,
Maybe you should
yeah,
just pay attention.
I survived the first round of it.
Are you paying attention now?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
we're
I'm
talking
back.
about.
Well, sorry, my
Congratulations,
grandma
you
was
won.
calling me.
Well, you're gonna have to tell Granny to wait.
Me.
Either way. So who won round 2?
Round two went to Southeast, Wilhelm, Rose, Trinity, Heston, and Aja.
Yep.
I definitely.
Also,
got
I
that.
think this is a good opportunity to tell you guys about Southeast and why he chose the name Southeast. He specifically told me he's going to write up his story where he is like a traveling comic, and North came in basically to hear his comedy stand up and didn't laugh at all. And so he decided to make his name Southeast just as a jab at North.
That
And I
works.
love it.
That works.
I love it. I said, that's
100%.
great. Do that.
2 thumbs up.
I mean, that's better than just naming himself that to troll me, which is what I thought he was doing. Even if he is doing that,
mean,
at least he has a backstory.
Yeah,
Kind
no,
of sounds like a troll to you, bro.
I mean, it is a troll move, but it's hilarious. I mean,
At least he had some
and he has a
kind
whole
of
backstory
context.
for it.
Yeah.
I ship it.
Well, I won't get into that, but let's talk about the trash bash real quick before we forget.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey.
Oh yeah,
I'm
don't
supposed to remind you
don't forget.
to
Trash
talk
bash.
about the trash bash on the podcast this week.
Okay.
Do you need a date? Do you
Thanks.
want me to tell you the date for next Monday?
Yeah. So
'Cause I
should
know
be
you
the
would-
following Monday after this podcast releases, but we'll get an actual date here.
So that's
the
Saturday
second or
the
first?
1st. It's gonna be Monday the 3rd.
Okay, so Monday the 3rd is going to be
April 3rd?
Well, yeah, April 3rd.
April 3rd.
3.
April 3rd.
April 3rd.
April 3rd.
Hey, Skylar.
3rd.
Skylar. It's April 3rd.
It's April 3rd.
Yeah.
It's the 3rd.
Exactly. Anyway,
You got it.
so that's a thing.
At least you guys aren't just trolling me. There's some context to,
What do you mean trolling you?
well, you know, with this shit.
Well, we're just saying 3, bro. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
this
real
is
cool.
This
yeah.
is American Sign Language 3, just in case
Okay.
anybody needs to know
That's
that.
fair.
And there's always 3 options.
So we're not going to talk about them on the podcast because that would be dumb.
That would be
Okay.
great.
So yeah, there's a trash bash. So if well, we're gonna meet up by the off ramp to 32, and it's the little piece of highway there coming out. Like if you go at the beginning of 32, starting from.
It's over there by
and
that
head out.
old factory. What is that? An old mining factory?
Yes, it
It's the old mines. I think they just call it the
Yeah,
old
it's a
mines,
mine.
Yeah.
It's a mining
Okay.
but I don't know
factory.
exactly.
There
what they
was some
call it.
kind
There
of
is some kind of thing back
abandoned
there.
factory.
Yeah, it's
there.
an abandoned mining
Yeah.
factory.
It's in a
They have like a-
historic.
Don't they have a? Is that what you were about to say? They have like a.
They have
shop
a gun
or something
range.
over there,
They
right?
have a gun range. They have like trails you can walk, and it's
I didn't know about the
you
trails.
you can get like private
Tours.
tours, but you can't go on certain places
Yeah,
because
they
it's
only
all
take you to
torn
certain
down and
parts.
shit.
Yeah, I've heard
Mm.
people also, and I'm not promoting this by any way, like any means, but I've heard people say that they've gone in there like when they weren't supposed to be there, and that a lot of people say that there's like some kind of haunting stuff going on there
Oh
too.
yeah.
So
It's haunted.
Supernatural.
yeah, I've heard people talk about that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm never gonna break the law, trespass, do any of that. I'm just saying I've heard people say they've done it.
I've definitely done that.
So anyway, the last game
Allergies
we
in this
played
dungeon.
was Minion, and Beckett won Minion.
Who?
Beckett.
Oh, and a time. Let me before
Oh.
we move on. A time. It's at 5, right? Is when we're meeting for the trash bash, so that everybody doesn't go there at the wrong time. Try to make sure we get that out before we
can
move
we-
on.
Can we like? Hey,
Trash bash at 5.
Trash bash at 5.
At 5.
5 o'clock. Okay. Whatever I had to say wasn't important.
It
Moving
is.
on.
so check this out. Our podcast editor.
Yeah.
Who was it again?
I don't know. Remember, he told me not to say his name. I won't say it.
I
But
think-
he
okay.
did say specifically if it was somebody, it would probably be like Trinity.
Okay.
And he said not to shout him out on the podcast
Okay.
ever.
We won't shout Trinity out.
No,
at all?
absolutely not. No,
We're not gonna do it.
no.
Especially with the D1000 roll something. I don't know what the hell that
I
meant.
don't even know what it means either.
But can we like just edit this out for some reason.
Wow, the whole thing.
The whole thing.
The whole thing? Like his voice too? You don't even want him talking?
I do not second this idea, actually. I think we need him.
You're gonna miss the whole intro.
You're right. We do need people to
Here's
like,
the deal. all right?
troll at and jab.
It's not just that. It's that, like, we're kind of the voice, you know? If
Kinda.
we're thinking about it. And he's really the face. I mean, do you want one of us being the face of this thing? Yeah, exactly. Can't be him. He's a part-timer.
Yeah.
That's just
No-timer.
I'm
Skylar.
part timer
just
because of somebody else. You know, we're messing up a mic.
You stress her out, she goes straight to the can.
She's like, whack.
If you can't hear that rapper,
Hey,
wow.
It's a
Skylar.
haiku.
Do you have a headache?
Yes.
Shut up.
Whoa. Lower the voice.
Any other time it's Skylar, and now it's yes.
So anyway,
Oh wow.
that was the recap, man. We did it all.
That was
we
all
did
of
it
it.
all.
So Trash Bash,
Trash
We
bag.
stayed till
April 3rd,
At 5.
5 o'clock. Everybody got it?
April 3rd at 5.
That's PM.
No, it's AM.
It's definitely not AM.
And also we stayed an hour later today.
We did.
Then and
We
we're
did,
we're
didn't
gonna
we?
try to keep doing that. So just so everybody knows, we're gonna try to stay.
Okay. That's fine. I'm fine with that as long as the weather's nice.
I'm trying to pick up your slack, homie.
Okay.
Pick up who's
Look
slack?
through them before you pass them. And make sure they're not like a.
Oh,
report.
we're going straight to the suggestion box. You need time to go through these? I've got a segment I'd like to do.
Please go ahead.
Cool. All right. Well, this is Daveen Allwin's Corner. All right. So I've prepared some would you rather questions
I'm not
for
doing
our
like that right now.
members of our podcast here. The first one I have. Is everybody paying attention?
Yep. Paying attention. First one you got.
Let me see that back.
Hey, I'm in the middle of something here.
We're in the middle of his corner.
Yeah, this is Daveen's Corner. You gonna let me do my thing?
Yeah, do
Yeah.
you think?
Okay.
I'm
So,
super interested.
My first would you rather question
Okay.
is would you rather fight, you gotta fight them,
Okay.
10 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck? That's my question.
I think the
Ten-
duck-sized
duck-sized
horses. Yeah.
So you'd
Because
rather
I'm gonna stomp their heads.
I mean, they would be sturdier than ducks, though. I mean, they're still horses.
Well, that's fair.
What if they
but
kick your shins and like snap your shin like
I
that?
do think that they could mess your ankles up.
Are they coming
for
on
sure.
all at once?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Well,
a
yeah,
herd.
it's a
It might-
stampede.
I just imagine the duck just pecking my face though. So like, or the horse-sized duck
That's a
tearing, my,
lot.
tearing my nose off.
Yeah, so for me, I just
Wait.
think the idea. Oh, you got a question?
Oh no, I ain't got a question.
Okay.
I would wrestle the duck to the ground, and then I would ride it.
So you're
Just
giving
let it
me
get up
mixed
and take
signals
off.
now. So which one
Okay.
would you rather fight? The 10 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck?
The 10, I think
How you gonna
10.
ride 10 ducks?
No, I'm not gonna ride.
No,
it.
he would rather fight the 10 duck-sized horses.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm definitely have to go with the horse-sized duck.
You're an idiot.
I told you he would do that. I told
Like
you.
one normal-sized goose is terrifying. A horse-sized goose could probably take down the world, honestly. That thing has got to be.
He told me this when we were sitting
Yeah,
there.
she
and
did
I was
call
like,
this. She's like, he's gonna want to fight the duck-sized, the horse-sized duck, and I was like, there's no way, he's not that dumb. That's exactly what I
But you
said.
asked my honest opinion. I'm
Yeah,
giving you my
that's
honest
the
opinion.
problem. That's honestly the problem.
okay,
What about
okay,
you,
okay,
Chris?
okay.
Which one would you pick?
All right. We have to fight them.
Yeah, you're fighting them.
I'm going to fight.
In hand-to-hand combat, like you're not gonna be able to just shoot the giant duck.
I feel like as
I'm
soon
a
as that
wrestle.
duck gets me down,
Oh, that
like,
duck
knocks
is
me
terrifying,
over,
dude.
I'm
Oh,
done.
yeah.
Duck-sized horses or horse-sized ducks?
Yeah, so it's 10 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck.
Are they trying to fight me as hard as I'm trying to fight them?
Oh, I imagine
Probably,
so. It's
yeah,
like a
probably. It's a life
survival
or
To the
death.
death.
game
Yeah,
at that point.
it's
Take
your
the
life or
one.
their life.
The one?
The one, yeah.
The one?
So you would fight a duck the size of a horse? You're insane. I mean, but hey, that's your opinion.
What's
That's
your
why.
battle?
So
What would you
rather?
do?
Yeah, what would your
How would
plan
your
of action
approach be on that one? Because I'm just gonna kick the crap out of
Oh
these,
no, you go
these
head
duck-sized
on. You go head on at that
horses.
duck.
What would I
Like
do?
slide underneath his legs and grab his feet.
Grab
and
his
start
legs,
trying to
flip
pick him up
him.
off the ground.
For what it's worth, I also would fight the 10 duck-sized horses and just stomp the crap out of them.
Just
That's
start stomping them and kicking them.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'd be doing.
I don't know. I just start punching.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
Fair
just
enough.
how I am.
You guys ever seen the video of the guy that has like a kangaroo's got the guy's dog?
Yeah, and he
Yeah,
goes,
And
he
he goes
punches
over
it
and
right.
hits the dog away, and then he's like kind of squaring up against
He
it, and
hits
he's
him.
like, "Bow!" right in the
and that
face.
kangaroo doesn't do anything
And the
back.
kangaroo kind of backs up a little bit and looks at him like, "What the hell?" And then he just walks off. He's like, "Okay, I guess that kangaroo's not gonna fight me."
Fair enough. Hey, read it. I'm down with it. What about you, Skylar? Did you choose?
I chose the 10 horse-sized ducks.
Yeah, I mean that's
How would you? How would you
10
fight them?
horse-sized
Oh, wait.
ducks.
10.
Got a death wish.
She's got a headache. She can't think straight.
It's all good. It's all good. We know what you mean.
Okay.
All right, so I got another one ready. Ready? I got 3 of these actually. That was the first one. This is the
Okay,
second one.
all
Okay.
right.
This one is: would you rather adopt a British accent every time you're having a very serious conversation, or laugh every time someone cries?
Oh my god.
Okay, can I? I would laugh every time someone cries because when I get to laughing real hard, I start crying.
I mean, fair.
So I think I'm good on that one.
Really going.
I really think I'd go with the British accent.
Me too.
Yeah, like let's just do a mock thing. Like you to me, you're telling me
You'd be in
something
the middle of a
serious. You're
sentence and
upset.
you're like-
Whatever.
I'm like, "Did you eat my last high chew?"
No way, mate.
That's Australian.
Oh shit. I don't know if I have a British one. Somebody know a British accent?
What is British?
It's
that
kinda
was
like
a
Harry
beetle,
Potter talks,
like a
right?
beetle.
Nah, it's
You're just a bloody
Well-
wanker.
Well,
No, that's
No.
that sounded the exact
Either way, I
same.
would learn
We
the
don't-
accent just to
we don't
use it
know.
during serious
we don't
conversations.
know. What's a British accent? Was that good?
Is that
what you
British?
doing
Trying to do-
walking around
Yeah,
here.
I was trying to do like a beetle.
Yeah,
Does
I think.
that- does that-
but
does
the
that
point
count?
is that what I would do?
Beetle.
That's what
Hey.
I would do.
That's
I would.
Just
I
old
would.
Hey.
wanker all day.
There you go. So what would you choose?
Oh, definitely the,
The
British,
British
accent.
accent? Yeah.
I,
I would
couldn't imagine. Let's role play the other one.
Okay.
Oh, my dog just died. Oh. No, it's definitely not good.
I'm going with that.
Yeah, let's
So British accent.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
So what about you, Arno? What are you choosing?
Cool. I'm gonna have to go with the laughing with the crying. Yeah, I have to. That was golden.
the laughing when someone's crying.
Yeah.
Dude, she's crying. Do it.
Do it.
Would you like do it and then just stay in the room and then just like wait till you calm down and be like,
So like basically.
sorry.
How,
Afterward.
no, how it would happen. It's like,
It's a
My
problem.
apologies.
they would tell me, and I would I would laugh, and I would just stare at it.
Like straight face, just funny joke.
and they're just like, why would you do that?
Hopefully, like, people would learn that you did that, like, over time, but, like, wow. I promise you, if somebody laughed, like, when I cried, I would never cry around them ever.
Be like, so much for showing vulnerability around that person.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Absolutely brutal. Is that what you would do, Chris, too? You'd just laugh? Fair
I
enough.
think- But what if like you guys are dating and one of them's like the girl's like, my dad just died, and the boyfriend's like,
Hey, you chose that route.
You did.
If it was me, I'd have been like, oh, sorry
Oh.
about that.
That bloody sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
All right, I got one more.
One more. Let's hear it.
All right. Would you rather always say what you're thinking or never be able to speak again?
I always say what I'm thinking because I do it anyways.
Yikes. I think personally, I don't think I would ever speak again because I would be in a lot of altercations. I think
People would not like us.
my inner monologue is crazy. Like And I know that about myself. Like, I like have thoughts and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Like, I know that. And so, like, if I just said things I was thinking all the time, I'd be like, wow, that dude, I'd be locked up quick. I'm sure of it.
I can just see Brandon sitting there eating something, and he's all of a sudden, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Especially in traffic. I get really crazy in traffic.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, I'm the same way.
What do you think?
I kind of was going to pick the first one until you explained, like, the just say what I think.
Oh, yeah. My inner
And I'm
monologue
like,
is
well-
nuts, dude. I don't know.
Like, I hate road rage and fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm that person.
I think I'm just staying quiet. It's the only way. This is the way.
Yeah, the second that. I might have to choose that section too.
This is the way.
I think I would say what I think
Follow me.
and maybe just tell people right when I meet them. Hey, I just say whatever I think.
Man,
so
I really don't like
get
it.
ready for that.
Well, my thing is, you could still, like, you could communicate other ways outside of talking. So you could still, like, text and
Sign
email
language.
and, well, that's iffy. That's gray area.
Oh,
Because
okay.
that is a way of communication for people that can't speak. So,
Oh, and it's okay. Yeah, that's fair.
but
That is fair.
there are other ways to communicate. So I feel like that's probably the better option if I'm thinking about this from, like, an actual strategic standpoint. Because I just don't want to end up in prison for being crazy.
Right.
You heard it here, folks.
And that's the truth. And that's also Daveen's Corner.
All right.
There you go.
Let's hear some suggestions.
All right, I have this actually is a pretty funny story. I have confidence that this is actually a funny story.
Somebody else do it.
About road rage. About road rage. Listen, it is funny, kind of. I think it's funny. It was. I do get road rage a little bit too, especially like if I'm about to go to an exit, you know,
Yeah.
and then somebody will like fly around me and try to get in front of me, and I'm like, "Would you save 2 seconds?" You know.
Yeah.
So one day I was getting close to the exit, and this car comes up behind me, and it's just like out of my field of vision or whatever. And I'm like, whatever, I'm gonna go faster than this guy. I don't give a shit how fast this guy goes. I'm beating this guy to this exit.
Yeah, I do that.
So
a
I'm
lot
going
on
like
the road.
100
all the
something
time.
miles an hour or whatever, and this guy finally backs off, right? And then I saw my friend like in real life, and he's like, "I saw you driving down the highway. I tried to get up beside you and like say hi, and you just kept going like faster and faster."
He's like probably sitting in the driver's. He's like, yeah, that's my friend. Hold on, we're gonna catch up to him. And then you just drive away. He's like, yeah, I don't know.
He just kept going faster and faster. I didn't know what to do.
Did you tell him? Like,
Yeah, I said, "I'm sorry, man." I said, "I kind of wig out sometimes." I thought you were trying to pass me, so I just like kept going. I did not realize that was like somebody I knew, you know.
See, that actually is a funny story.
Yeah.
Like, you need to mark that up in your stories, like one where you like think some of them are funny and they're not. That one actually
That is funny. Okay.
a lot of
Wow.
it's just delivery, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that the other day, was this story about me? Because the other day I was getting off at the 32 going towards Casey's,
Oh no, I don't think it was.
and he was
You did the same
was
thing.
coming the
I
other
might have.
way, and I was like, "Oh, there's North. I gotta speed up. I gotta catch him."
The man was gone.
He
To be
gets
fair,
the
your
light,
your
and I
car
was
is
like,
pretty recognizable.
Yeah, and like
I definitely don't
got
slow
up-
down on that one part where they
Yeah.
gotta merge. I don't do that. I'm like, I don't slow down at all or yield or nothing. I'm like, we'll just figure it out when we get up there. But I've had people get really mad at me.
He says, we'll cross that bridge
Yeah,
when we
yeah.
get there.
Yeah, just go. Just be
Oh,
sitting right
wow.
beside him like, you get in this lane, try it.
Like rolling the window down. Come on.
Nor said, I don't follow traffic laws. I just figure it out when I get up there. Which means move.
Oh,
Can we start with mine?
please, please.
All right. I don't know who wrote this, but it might be one of the most insightful things I think ever has been written as a suggestion. I want to
agree.
start with that.
Please.
This says, and I quote, "I want to see North in a corset." I second the
It's a
motion.
corset.
I third the
I-
motion.
Corset.
Corset.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I
Third it.
I think you'd rock it.
You fourth it.
Oh, yeah,
We got a
I
fifth?
third
do
it.
we have a fifth?
Or no, I seconded.
All
There
right.
you go.
All in
All
favor?
right.
All in favor,
Say aye.
Aye.
I'm not opposed.
It'll
Because
go great
he
with
does-
this foot.
I've never tried a course.
Okay, so now
Yeah.
we have to make sure. You know what? I'm doing it right now. So go ahead with your next one.
Okay. This one says, This is a nice one too, in my opinion, but it's not about me wearing a corset. It says, winning isn't worth it if the fun is taken out of it by over-aggressiveness. And I agree. Like,
True that.
It's not worth it to win if you're making everybody else, like, bummed out because you're, like, wigging out. So, I agree. Next, keep reading. Want to keep reading?
Yeah,
Keep
let
going.
somebody else go.
Yeah.
You can't just read all of yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What is everyone's favorite game? Jailbreak?
I actually second that. I like Jailbreak a lot.
Wait, what was it? Jailbreak or?
What? No,
It's just
what's your favorite
favorite
game?
game?
Oh,
And apparently this person said Jailbreak.
I've already said Brains. Brains is my favorite.
I like Jailbreak.
I actually like Patrol.
I like the style of Jailbreak.
If you count Patrol as a game, I would choose Patrol, but I don't really see that as a game. That's like an introductory for like new players and what, and that's real life. You know what I mean? Like that's the real deal.
That's straight up real
That's
deal.
life or death.
Bam.
What do you think?
What was the question?
Favorite game?
Oh wow.
It's fine.
Pay
Favorite
attention,
game.
bro.
We got a vote for Brains, Patrol, and Jailbreak. That's what we got on the table.
We
right
can
now.
count Patrol.
I guess if you count
guess.
Patrol, it's my favorite.
Yeah, if you count Patrol, that's my favorite too. If you don't, I think Chain of Fools is pretty cool.
Chain of
we
Fools
don't play
is a
that
cool
very
game.
often, but
it is cool. And when it was new, it was like hyped. Like people were really obsessed with that game.
they wanted to play it all the time.
It was fun.
I miss Pandora's Box.
That wasn't a real game.
But it was
Like it was like something we just made up at 3 a.m.
on the go, yeah.
with no sleep.
That's the best part, though.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, we
Yeah.
played that game so much though.
Can my favorite event be 10-minute recession?
Should be.
I mean,
I wish we'd bring those back, but the problem is like it's just so much different when you're not on
When you're not a
actual
movie,
property. Which eventually, hopefully, we remedy that. We'll
and
see.
we'll be doing that all the time.
Do you wanna? Would you like to shout out your anything with that, or do you just want to like keep that on the DL, or how you want to do that?
I mean, we're a little bit closer than we were before, but that doesn't necessarily mean we got it. So,
Right, but
as
we
far
still
as property
need
goes.
we need as many donations as possible.
Mhm.
Keep
up
it up,
and through
guys.
next Sunday at least.
Yeah, we're 80% there on the money that it would take to secure it.
Right.
So
And at least and up until this next Sunday, we got a deal running with Phlarp where if you purchase membership, he is giving double
time.
time for
membership.
the membership.
Don't
For
miss out,
whatever you
guys.
donate. I mean, it's a good deal.
Yeah.
So
I agree. Also, as a shout out, somebody asked me to do it. So I got my hair cut. It looks fantabulous. And so Harriet51 asked me to do a shout out, and they want me to personally send them the link of the podcast this week so they can play it on their
that's cool.
TV.
All right,
Oh,
shout
cool.
out to
Played on
Area
there.
51.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
So you can actually see it more now because they had a building that was kind of blocking their view, and the city of Farmington tore that building
Demolished it.
down.
Boom.
So, boom! As soon as you pass the bank, you can't miss it.
Bada bing, bada boom, right there.
Ba-bam.
Area 51.
Yep.
You need a haircut? You know where to go.
You need some like color
All things hair
and beards.
and beards, apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true because Trinity
Trinity.
does get his
He gets his
beard
beard down
dyed
there.
blue
Yep.
at
Oh,
that
yeah.
place. Which
They
is
call
pretty
him Captain Bluebeard.
Oh,
cool. Good name.
love it.
It's better than
What
mine.
do you got over there? You got one?
Yeah, I have a great day. Community is great and welcoming.
I agree.
True.
Awesome.
I like all of those
Alrighty.
things. Thank you very much, whoever said that. We appreciate you.
We do.
And I probably like you back.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Nah.
always a chance.
There's a high probability.
Is
There's a chance.
You going to read?
Yeah, I was waiting.
Can you?
Yeah, I can read.
Cool.
I had a lot of fun.
Congratulations.
Today. Oh wow.
Hooked on phonics.
Ah,
I'm gonna reread that again since I got interrupted.
sorry.
All right.
Had a lot of fun today. What is your favorite hero name, past or present?
Ooh. Hero name? Is this like Phlarp hero name or just like hero name?
That's a really good question.
I know.
I do not know.
Because if it's just hero name, Static Shock. 100%. That dude was dope.
Oh, okay.
But if it's a Phlarp name, that might require some thought.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy, Matt Hill. I really enjoyed the name Epsilon Fulminata whenever he had it. That was a really good name.
Oh, there's so many names.
I do not like the name North or West.
What about Southeast?
That's fucking spot on, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. Are we going with? What are we going with?
I mean, I just
Probably-
gave both.
Yeah, both. If you know both.
Oof. Was that a shot?
Well, I mean, like coming on the spot of thinking
Just
of it.
feels a little
Okay,
bit like
yeah,
a
like a
shot.
shot.
Are we doing like?
Iron Patriot?
Yes. Wasn't that his name?
I don't know.
He had like 4 of them.
I don't even know who you're talking
Yeah.
about.
What are you doing?
Rhodey, which was Iron Man's
Oh,
side.
I didn't Iron Man.
Mm.
Mostly because I'm not a big fan of whatever
about?
his nuts is. I can't think of his name, but
Yeah, it was
Don
Iron. It was
Cheadle?
Iron,
Don
it was
Cheadle.
Iron Patriot. Yes.
wait, who?
Don Cheadle or the
No,
other
no,
guy?
no, the guy who plays
Terrence Howard.
Robert Downey Jr.
Or it
Oh.
might have been
Can't stand
just
him.
Patriot,
Oh,
but I think it might have been Iron Patriot
yeah, I think it was.
because he was trying to be like Iron Man.
I mean, I would say Captain America, but then everybody would be like, sell out.
Mm. I like Captain America.
I like Thor. It doesn't have super or captain in it. Like
Mm.
most of the.
You don't like super captains? I'm just asking. I'm asking a question.
It's a
Don't look at me like
It's-
that.
It's a philosophical,
unique-
logical
It's a
question.
unique
Thor.
name
Okay.
for a
Hey, I'm-
superhero.
I'm down with
Sorry.
it.
Okay.
I was. My brain like went away
We're all
for a
good.
second.
Got caught it stupid for a second.
Anybody else have an answer to this question?
So for a hero, I would have to say the Hulk, just because he smashes everything, and well, he's also
your hopes and dreams.
super intelligent.
He is
Yes.
pretty. He's pretty smart.
So
Are we talking about favorite names or?
Dude, I don't know. The question
It's
says
gone off the rails. I
it
have
said
no
favorite
idea.
hero name. I feel like it was a LARP related question, but then it's open to interpretation. So I just gave both. I gave my favorite hero name, which was Static Shock, and then Epsilon.
yeah, I'm trying to think of a Phlarp.
I mean,
advice.
if we Wolverine is a cool name. Did you what you said a minute ago? Wolverine or?
No, she said Thor.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
No, I thought you were talking when he was talking about Hulk.
Oh,
Wolverine's a cool name. It's
Cool.
like an awesome name.
Yeah, I like
But as far as LARP names, I don't know.
yeah, that's the one I probably would have to like think about.
We both just did that at the same time.
Popeye.
So anyway, we should move on. Was that your question?
Yeah, that was mine.
All right, I get another one here. Are you ready? All right. Can we have everyone please wear a top? I don't think everyone wants to see everything.
I agree to this. Like, there's no offense to anybody.
She said that to me.
There's no offense to anybody. Like,
I mean, I get it. It's hot though. and it-
personal.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with it.
Yeah, I don't have an issue
Wearing,
with it
wearing
either.
the tunics and stuff, I get you get hot. So I
Like,
mean,
it's within the rules of the park. It should be within the rules of Phlarp. Like, I understand people don't necessarily want to see it, but
Wanna
at the
see it,
same
yeah.
time, like,
when a
how do
man's
you
overheating,
enforce it as long as they're, like, not being gross?
like not trying to rub up on people or something like that, you know.
You all right over there?
Scared the shit out of me.
To be fair, it probably scared everybody.
God.
I thought she had water in her mouth. Like,
I thought something like crawled onto my head or something, but it's just my mic falling. Jeez. I was right in front of the camera.
So you
too.
agree? You wouldn't? I mean,
Oh yeah, I don't
there's
have a
nothing.
problem with it. I don't know what we would do about.
I'm going to get closer to your mic over there. I'm having a hard time.
Yeah, I don't know what we would.
Like how would
like you said, how you would enforce that.
Yeah, you can't really enforce.
I don't
it.
want to be the guy to
Everybody that
walk up to
takes their
somebody and
shirt
say,
off,
"Hey,
like, hey,
Put-
put your shirt back
Put
on."
that shirt back on.
Per the rules of our game. I get that people don't like
No
it. Like,
shirt,
I'm
no
not
play.
trying to
It's Planet
discount.
Fitness.
I'm not trying to discount that people don't like that. Like, I understand your feelings on it. It's just like, as a marshal or as even a human being, like, going to someone and telling them that they need to put their shirt back
would
on
be a
is
difficult."
yeah, it's not it.
It's a difficult scenario.
You're asking us to do something impossible.
There's
so.
like 100 different ways that could go.
Anyway, you got another one over there?
I do.
What's your opinion on that one? Don't read
I
it.
won't.
Thank
Thank you for
This one
mansplaining
says,
it to me.
"I heard mention of clans." You're welcome. I heard mention of clans picking territory. When will that happen? So if we get property, it's possible that we may wait a long time before we do that and just not do it at the park. Like, it's possible. Because if we're going to property, I don't know why we would be doing. I was talking to Isaac about this. Somebody else was asking me about Battle for the Crown. I'm okay with having some kind of clan-based like fight, battle or whatever. But I don't know if we get the property, what would be the, like, I don't know if I want to try to get wrapped up in doing the Crown at the park and at the property. Like, we're, I may just be doing it at the property, basically. Save it for the property is what I was thinking. But
you kind of can't do it at the park because every day is something different it's public.
Yeah.
So you could have like kids playing right there where your spot is or whatever.
Yeah, and you
So
got to
it's
bring your
just
stuff every single time.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
if we're at
Set
the
up and
property,
keep,
you can just literally just leave it there.
Yeah. It's a lot more of a hassle.
So, possibly not till we get on property. Potentially.
That's fair. I think that's fair. But
So.
I also understand that people want to play the game, but at the same time,
They want to progress. I get it.
we want to do it to where it's going to be most beneficial for Phlarp and for the players.
Right. I have the new players did great on the patrol. The goblins and orcs were scared of them. Jailbreak was a blast. I enjoyed the new rule that was implemented.
Cool.
Super awesome day. Thank you, North, Daveen, Eric, Non-Living, and Mercer for hosting Phlarp.
You're welcome.
Hey.
Problem. Thank you. Thank you for
So,
saying
you.
that.
You know what? I think that should go up on the wall.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I second that. Thank you, guys.
So, honestly, I thank all of our players for coming out, showing up, and enjoying, a Sunday with us. I think that's what makes our day better.
Agreed. I like seeing as many people out there as possible. So,
Yeah.
It says, let the healer heal. And then it says, jokes aside, great day, good battles, great fellowship. And then it says, hole is too big. It's like a pin in a hallway.
Okay, sweet. I'll take that one.
he is such a
What?
troll.
She is. Terrible.
No, I know who wrote that. Anyway, it's all good.
Alrighty, so mine says, last man standing was good, but an incentive to make others fight. A stalemate happens, maybe rock, paper, scissors to help others pick someone to fight. Scramble was fun, glad to have fast pace to warm up. I think it should be the first gameplay to help the stagnant players.
Well, the problem with, if you don't mind, me
No, go ahead. Yeah.
So the problem with doing Scramble first is it's a game when we set up Scramble, first off, today we needed to get the patrol done before Scramble because we wanted the new players to be able to play in Scramble. That's the one thing. We don't want them playing in games before they understand how it's done. Patrol teaches them how to fight, and so then when we go and we play a game like Scramble, they can participate. So we can't really do Scramble first, especially when there's new players. As far as the last man standing issue, I don't know that this is something that marshals can really take care of. We've been playing this game for a long time. I enjoy the game, but at the end of the day, it's on the players. If you're a player out there and you're playing and you don't like it that the same person's winning every week, or that you don't like it when people just stand out at the side until there's 3 people left, go fight that person.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah,
be
specifically go
yeah,
after
and you
the
can't
better
be
doing
afraid
it,
of
yeah.
anybody on the field. It doesn't mean if it's the best fighter out there or the second best fighter. Like, you have to just go fight him. If you die, you die. Guess what? If 3 people go and fight that person, typically they're going to lose limbs and they're probably not going to win. You don't want to see the same people win. You want to see fights. You have to be the change you want to see. That's how I feel about
Most
that.
definitely, I second that.
Yeah, and I can't really fault people for when for like say hiding in a tree until the end of the end to be able to place. I mean, I used to do that whenever I was a ranger, and how I did it was I would get out of the tree after I knew I was going to place. That way I didn't F up like how the game flowed. Like I knew I was going to get out of the tree as soon as there were 3 left. I just wanted to place. Like if I did it all the way until the last person, we would still do something about it. Like we said, ye feud, and we were like, we're just going to kill you if you're, or make you like 3rd or whatever. If these guys like battle it out and we're just waiting for you to get out of the tree, you're dead.
Right.
But
And that's fair.
And he did end up getting out of the tree because I
Yeah.
told him that. I told him, hey, you're just going to like die if like you get to sit in the tree
and
for
extend the game for no
ever.
reason. Right.
But okay, I have one that
but yeah.
says, if you're good, I have one that says, do we have a daggers only game that we can play? I don't know of one that exists, so we would have to specifically create that event, right?
I mean, yes and no. I have dabbled with a daggers game or like a ranged game before. But I can't. We never fully developed it, and so yes and no. In that it's not the first time I've ever thought about that or like tried to develop anything for it, but we don't have anything actually fully developed for it. So.
Okay.
Still in the making.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
All right.
Hey, but there's hope then.
If there's a lot of pressure for it, I will do that though. I'm like okay with it. Because I've had the one I had before. I think more fully developed than the Thrones was the bow game, but that's not exactly what they're asking. But you could almost play that same game, a lot of the same aspects of that game in a just thrown weapon. Just replace the bow with the thrown weapon.
Right.
So.
Okay. You got
All right.
another one over there?
No, that was all I
well,
had.
here I got
No.
a couple
I had that
more.
one, but
That's one. There's one. You're out too.
I have
Oh,
half of one.
you got
this
two.
one says
Give one to her.
No,
No,
I've already
those are
said those.
gone.
Never mind.
this one says jailbreak was a lot more fun. I guess with the central res point is maybe what they're
Yeah,
or
I
the
think
central
I think that is better
jail.
that way.
Yeah, I think so too. Because then they can't guard it as easy. You can go all the way around the other side, and then it's
Yeah.
like harder for them to
No,
get
I
around
agree.
and kill you.
I agree. And I think that also with the new rule implemented, I think they're really enjoying that. So let us know.
I think you don't read that one. We'll deal
We
with that
also
one
tried. Okay, we also tried doing brains with a central area instead of using
Yeah.
like the amphitheater.
I didn't actually play that one. How do you feel like that went?
With it being in the middle.
Yeah.
I honestly think it played a lot better. I mean, like we spaced it out a little bit so we had more room. But I think it was well. I mean, it was well good. Because it kept it. It wasn't a big area, but it wasn't super small. So you had room to run around. You could escape somebody if you really wanted to. But I mean, majority of everybody just stayed in the middle. So I think it was very good.
And honestly, the timer wasn't too crazy. I think maybe you move it to try 6 minutes next time if there's like the same amount of numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
I mean,
think it was
wasn't-
interesting that the zombies won one time and then the heroes won the next time.
No.
Oh, the heroes won both.
Yeah.
both.
Oh yeah, there were winners left on that first one.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, first and second.
I mean, we already read the winners to the event, which is kind of awkward for you, honestly. But
yeah.
So we would extend the timer. You're saying make it a little bit longer.
I
that
think
way
so.
they'd
You
have
give
the
them more
zombies
time.
have a chance to
just a
win.
minute. I think try a minute longer if
I mean,
it's like
'cause
the
that-
same numbers. Yeah.
Really, we were close to
Exactly.
having 3 people too as the starting zombies. We're really close to it, I think.
There you go. So
That'd be
another
cool.
minute certainly couldn't hurt.
Mhm.
Is that you got one?
I have a quarter of one, and it just says I had fun.
Cool. We like those.
Heck yeah, awesome.
Cool.
So
I don't. Okay, this one's interesting. It says past squire. First off, congratulations on that, whoever you are.
Yeah, cool.
I probably know who you are, but congratulations nonetheless. It says ready for more fun to come.
Cool.
Me too. And beware the pirates' keys. I don't know what that means, but I'm bewared.
Beware.
Pirates
Beware.
keys.
That's what it says here.
You have been weird.
Listen, I'm bewared of them keys.
You hear them keys jingling, man.
Are you bewared?
Should be.
It's like alcohol said mirror, so I mirrored.
Right, exactly.
Huh.
This is the best one. This is the last one. I
This is
think.
the last one of today.
Is it the best one?
This one.
It rivals the North one.
Rand was too scared to show up today. I just wanted to clarify that.
I just want to point out that I did not write that, but that is hilarious. Shout out to Rand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. For
He did show up at the end of the day,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah,
but
once-
he was
yeah,
not there
hey,
for the majority
Once
of the
we
day.
were all
Shots
tired.
fired. That's all I gotta
Let me
say.
see that. Okay, so just so it is put out there that that is not my handwriting.
That's what I
Nor
read.
is it mine.
I mean, it kind of looks like an elf wrote that.
Whoa. I will
Whoa,
write that
hold
down
on.
on a card right now.
Yeah.
I didn't write that.
Yeah.
Okay.
facts.
No, because then I'll have read it.
Wrote it.
You want to have wrote it?
Read it?
Yeah. You almost fell for it, bro.
I almost did. He almost got me.
You okay
So-
over there?
Funny
He's a
joke.
lot sometimes.
Funny joke.
Yeah, you got one?
No.
It's an inside joke, man.
Oh.
You just have to be there.
wow.
You had to have watched the podcast. Oh, that's right. You don't do that.
So what else we got?
That's it.
Recap. Done.
Yeah. Well, I guess
Daveen's
that's
corner.
it. Yeah, you did your
Daveen's
Joke of the
segment.
week.
I'm gonna have my segment ready for next week.
I hope you do.
Can I have a corner?
No.
Yes.
Hell no.
Yes.
You're not even gonna be here.
Like
next
if I
week.
if I set up a yeah, I won't be here. Yeah, you're right. But the next
You can
time,
go in your house and sit in the corner and
and like post it Arno's corner.
He already has a corner.
But yes, if you come up with something for a segment that is yours, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think we all need to.
I mean,
and
I would have to
it
come up
ready,
with a
and if somebody has
big
one ready,
segment.
if we need a little filler, and not even just filler, but
me some time.
just have something different besides the normal stuff that we're doing.
I think they're
I
fun.
like that.
Yeah.
I think they
adds a-
provide an
adds a little
element of
bit of-
entertainment
yeah.
to the podcast. It's not just Phlarp the entire time.
Yeah.
They're fun. They're
I
not,
mean, just-
your jokes are fun. They're not funny, but they're fun.
I think they're funny.
Ha!
Thanks.
I think the Would
Call
You
back to
Rather
that.
was amazing.
Oh God.
So anyway, we hope you keep listening.
And we hope you keep fighting in the name of our capital Derbyshire.
And we'll see you all next week.
Bye.